One of the biggest frustrations I hear from sellers all the time is this: why can't I control who sells my brand on Amazon? And honestly, it's a fair question. Imagine you have invested thousands into building a brand only to find random sellers jumping onto your listings, sometimes even selling counterfeits. The frustration leads to the big question: will Amazon ever offer brand gating to everyone? I'm Sami. I run an Amazon management agency called Labels Growth, and today we're diving into this huge question that sellers have been asking for years. Let's talk about what brand gating really means, what Amazon is doing right now, and whether we'll ever see it available to all sellers, not just the big names. So first, let's break it down. Brand gating basically means locking your listings so only authorized sellers can touch them. Think of it like parenting. You want control over who's around your child, who's around your child, what influences are they exposed to, and who gets to make decisions. Your brand is the same. You want to decide who can sell, who can edit, and who stays far away. It's natural. Now, why is this such a hot topic? Because unauthorized resellers and counterfeiters create real chaos. We have seen listings hijacked, fake products being sold, and legitimate brands losing customer trust. Sellers want protection, and for years they have been asking Amazon for it. Here's where things get interesting. Recently, Amazon made updates to brand registry, including new role assignments. You have probably noticed terms like brand representative and reseller popping up. Representative can access brand tools, A plus content, brand analytics, reporting violations. Resellers, on the other hand, can sell on a listing but don't get access to sensitive brand data. At first glance, this might not sound like a big deal, but if Amazon lets you clearly mark someone as a reseller, doesn't that open the door to limiting who sells at all? If you can mark who authorized, doesn't that mean you could block those who aren't? And if that happens, well, that's basically brand gating in practice. So let's be realistic. Will Amazon really roll this out fully? My personal opinion is it's unlikely. And here's why. Amazon loves low prices. If multiple sellers compete on one listing, the price naturally drops. That benefits Amazon because it drives more sales and keep customers shopping on their platform instead of Walmart or other competitors. From their perspective, brand gating restricts that competitive pressure. There's also the issue of big brands with wide distribution. Amazon often pushes them toward vendor central deals. That's the 1P model, where Amazon itself buys and controls the inventory. Because Amazon then controls the buy box and pricing. Full brand gating would weaken Amazon's leverage in those relationships. But there's always a but. I can see one scenario where Amazon might actually offer something else to brand gating for everyone. And that's if they are forced to. Right now, Amazon faces multiple lawsuits and regulatory pressures. Sometimes, to ease those pressures, big companies make concessions. Brand gating could become one of those sacrificial lambs, when Amazon gives to sellers to regulators back off in other areas. If that happens, it would be game changing. Sellers would finally have more control over their listings, counterfeiters would have a harder time sneaking in, and brand trust would rise. But unless regulators force it, Amazon has little incentive to change the open marketplace model they benefit so much from. So to wrap this up, brand gating is something every seller wants, and Amazon is slowly introducing tools that feels like brand gating light. But full scale across, uh, like like a full scale access, it's a long shot unless outside pressure forces Amazon's hands. That's my take, and I'd love to hear yours. Do you think Amazon will ever open up brand gating, or is it just wishful thinking? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I always enjoy seeing different perspectives. And of course, if you are looking for help scaling your Amazon brand, whether it's listings, PPC, or full account management, you can always reach out to my team at Levels Growth. We specialize in taking the stress out of Amazon so you can focus on the bigger picture.